All right, let's get into this next game. Wait, how the fuck did this make it through the vetoes? Desan Station? Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got. In the bottom right, Mouse Sports is Heromarine. And in the top left, we have Harstem. Fighting for freedom, free love, and every beautiful woman out there. Gateway opening. I mean, this is a map you just have to play aggressive on, right? The rush distance is non-existent. You can try to play standard, but I will say that unless it's like gentleman's agreement tier, it can be really, really dangerous to pull your punches on this map since the distance is so easy to close. You're so vulnerable. And that's something that can really skyrocket out of control really fast. But, oh well. Feelings on Polt not being able to go to BlizzCon? Hey man, can't avoid the Korean military service forever. He probably knew this was coming for a while now, so, I mean, he was probably trying to find a way around it and just couldn't. I don't really know what else to tell you, man. Yeah, he's gonna play standard. Marine into Reactor. I mean, no Reaper. This map's kind of bad for Reapers because, like, if you put a Stalker here, like, I guess it could go for either side, but you put a Pylon here, Stalker here, like, Reaper's just gonna die. Or Pylon here, Stalker or Adept here, Mothership Core there, whatever. Reactor's gonna finish up. Factory's on the way. Second gas. Maybe he'll just go straight into, like, the Marine Cyclone Medevac play. That worked pretty well, and then follow up with the Liberator tank. I like that a lot. I think that's such a cool thing to see in TVP. Actually varying with the units that he's using. Meanwhile, Harstem's going back to the Stargate, which we saw in New Gettysburg, but that hasn't worked out super well for him. Oh, I gotta turn the overlay on, huh? Man. The Ursadon. It has no description. You guys notice that? There's no description on it here. When you mouse over it. Like, if you mouse over a probe, it's like basic worker unit. Blah, blah, blah. Spray. You look at the Ursadon, it's just like, nope. He defies description. I miss the old days where if you clicked on these things enough, as a player, they would die. I wish you could do it as a caster. But I guess they're worried that you'd, like, scare the shit out of the players. It's going to be an Oracle opening. And we do have the Cyclone coming in with the Starport finishing up. So, very standard, normal setup. Getting a wall here I always think is important because if the Protoss breaks their own rocks or they drop units of the Prism here, they can just waltz their way around the side of the map. You do want to keep vision of your rocks, though, too, because that's always going to be another point of contention. So, it's a medevac opening, but the Oracle is going to be followed up by Phoenix, which I do really like. Oracle does run straight into the Marines. Unfortunately, that's pretty bad for Harstem. So, wow, he's going to try to chase it with the... you don't have a missile turret. Oh, he's got the Cyclone. Okay. That's actually so smart. He's like, yeah, try it, buddy. Try going in my base now that these Marines are gone. But I do think it's such a tense situation because there's actually so little on the ground. He's got the Phoenix, but once he unloads and he fights with an Adept, yeah, these Adepts are going to be more than enough to stop him. Wow, straight to Fleet Beacon. The fuck? Is he going... He's... 2 base Tempests. Well, guys, if there's one Dutchman I know that loves to build Tempests. His name is Rotterdam. Right now he's in Brazil. And he loves Tempests. Now, I hate Tempests because every time somebody does this to me, I die a horrible, painful death because, you know, it's not every day somebody attacks you with a giant rubber ducky. And you're like, wow, it's kind of hard to block that because it kind of wraps around a shield, you know? So you need a lot of practice against fighting rubber ducky monsters. And you don't fight versus Tempest that often. Maybe I don't play enough on this map, but there's still some crazy shit. His third base is going to get shut down, though. Heromarine has a very powerful attack. No stim, but the third base is canceled. And he does not have much to stop this because the siege tanks are really good against the Adepts. He needs the Tempest. Oh, that pylon gets focused down. So the Photon Overcharge isn't doing anything. The Adepts want to teleport in. And he's going to try to grab the Cyclone at least. A great unit that could have dealt with the Tempest. And that's what's so important. So now he's got the Tempest out. Vikings are in production. And he needs to start that third base again, too. He can either take the one in the back or the front. Gold base, obviously, going to be the one that you want. It's easier to saturate gold bases. But Heromarine has really pushed Harstem to the limit. And look at this. Already second starport. Heromarine not taking any chances. Heromarine is not taking a single chance. Someone in the chat said carriers. LMFAO. No one builds carriers, okay? My face when someone suggests carriers. Well, carriers are only good once you have like 6 Tempest and Archons, because then you can't run underneath them. So that third base is still on the way. And the Tempests are going to poke the front here. Getting the add-ons. That's really nice. Using the Revelation and the way that this map is laid out. And look at this. He's just like, yep, I can hit your Vikings. I can do whatever I like. He's getting +1 attack. That allows him to, what, 2-shot Marines, I think it is? The naked Marines? Or they already do that? Yeah, they already do that. Something with the Vikings. It's 1 less shot. Roddy did the math. +1 Tempests are, like, really, really good in this scenario. But now he has 3. Now things are getting out of hand. 2 Tempests to 1-shot a Marine. And he kills the add-on, kill the reactor. He's really cutting into the production capabilities of Heromarine to get Vikings, which are what you need against this. And once he has enough Vikings to start, like, one-shotting the Tempest, he'll be okay. But until that time comes, it's tough, man. Look, more gateways. He's getting Resonating Glaives, +1 attack, because Marines are what you want to build against this as well. And Adepts are very good against Marines for many obvious reasons. People are asking why the sub icon changed. I didn't change it. I think it had to do with all the DDoSing today. He's going to come up. He's going to kill 1 Tempest. Loses quite a few of his Vikings, though. Nabs that Viking off its last hit point. So he'd lose 1 of his Tempests. I'd like to see another Stargate, but I guess Harstem's scared of overcommitting to the air. And honestly, air units are kind of shit against Marines. So I don't disagree with him. I think that's fine. He's just using the Tempest to edge himself into a better spot, because what does Heromarine not have? A third base. He's mining his main out. He's got his natural, Mule and Hard. And despite the fact that he has all these Marines, his stim is only halfway done. So leaving his base becomes a bit frustrating. That's why he's got all of his stuff on the right side. A little bit easier to protect, basically. And now Harstem's like, all right, let's get a 4th base. Let's break the rocks. Open up all the pathways that we can get, you know? Carrier. I barely know her. So, Harstem moves the Tempest off the north side. And now, this is such a scary fight, because he has Guardian Shield. He has Force Fields, but those Marines and the tanks, man, this army from Heromarine, you still don't want to fuck with this. He needs to just max out. Leverage the economy. He doesn't have Blink. Good Force Fields. He really needs to just leverage his economy in this scenario to build an army that can stop this. That is such an insane number of Marines. That is actually such an insane number of Marines. Heromarine wants to force the fight. Guardian Shield is going to be popped. He needs the Adepts on top of the Marines to get the maximum impact. And Harstem cancels the Shade at the last second. He's still fighting. But Marines have more range than Adepts. And that's a very important thing to keep into account. The Adepts are barely getting... Adepts are barely getting jack shit done. Harstem just needs to survive. Look, the main base, mined out. Natural, losing mineral patches. No third CC. Harstem, 4 bases. Main... I mean, he's not even mining off of it. Dank Shrine coming in. But these Marines, man, he has not been able to get his forces in the face of these bad boys. And he's still hemorrhaging insane losses. But he's just using his economy to keep it going. He doesn't want to lose this base. He needs to get rid of the tank. What he really needs, now he has the blink, but there we go. There we go. Get rid of the power units and let the Adepts just fight. Because those Marines are so good. I think we're going to see Harstem finally take a map here. I don't think Heromarine can come back from this. Harstem, income tab, read it and weep. Read it and weep. You just look at Harstem's vision. Watch him A-move through this guy.
The firstborn shall persevere.
I just want to see Harstem kill him. This is locked to his vision. This is locked to his vision. All right, let's see it. Maybe he was alt-tab changing his song right there for a second. You can see the Protoss swooping in, moving his camera incredibly fast. We have the 2 DTs moving in on the backside. This Adept is going to try to go in to the natural from the bottom side. He's really opening up a lot of paths for himself here. You can see he's going to take this Oracle. He wants to tag the army. He gets it. But he doesn't have the Tempest anymore. That range isn't as useful to him. Meanwhile, as he does all of this, that Adept gets inside. What he really needs to do is kill the missile turret. But, I mean, obviously the Adept is going to do more than enough on its own. And now you can really see, yeah, this is where it gets awkward. Those DTs getting so much work done, and Tempest is here. You can get those shots off with that long range with the Revelation. And then we go back to things, and we have that gold base secured, but it's very hard to hold on for Heromarine. Thank you, Snoozia. These Adepts step forward, or excuse me, the Stalkers blink forward. He's going to throw the Adepts through the liberation zones. But he pulls back. Marines get the Tempest, but he's still got these DTs. Oh, God, 23 SCVs dead. GG. Harstem takes game number 3. He's not going down without a fight. He's not going down without a fight. Good job. Good job.